In today's video, I'm going to show you 3 useful functions that you should use as an educator here in Google Sheets. So again, I have 3 functions right here. We have the first one, which is the round function. This function is used to round up numbers as a whole number. So let's go ahead and do that. We have our first example right here. If I were to round off a grade for a student, what I'm going to do is to start with the equal sign, type in round, or select it right here, then select the value or the grade that I want to round off and press enter. And there you have it. So this has rounded this grade into a whole number. Now, as you've seen in the formula, we also have one more option, which is our decimal places. So if you still want to add your decimal place in the grade, so you don't want it rounded off as a whole number, you can select that grade, comma, then select the decimal places. That can be 1, 2, that's totally up to you. If you want 1 decimal point, press enter. There you have it. We have 78.2. There you have it. But if we try that again with this part right here and try 2 decimal places, type in round, select it right there, select your grade, comma, and put in 2 decimal places, press enter, and there you have it. So that's our first example. Now, what if you have a whole year to grade? Let's say the first grading to the 4th grading. And you want to get the average of all of these grades for this one student and have the roundup as the final grade. Let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to do that with our round and average functions. So equal sign, type in round. There you go. With our value, we are going to do the average function, which is right here. There you go. Select the values, which is these grades right here. There we have it. Close that off, press enter. And we have the rounded final grade of 90 based on the average of these ones rounded to a whole number. There you have it. And to just fill up the rest of our data, we can just double click on this side right here. And there you have it. We have our final grade based on the average of all of these grades for each of these students. Again, if you want to add at least 2 decimal points to that, you can add that after your average. Put in 2 decimal points, press enter, and to fill out the rest, you can drag that formula down, and here we have our final grades. So that's our first useful function. Let's go to the next one. Our next useful function is our rank function. So the rank function definitely helps you rank your students based on their grades to see who are the top students within your class. So let's go ahead and do that. We have our final ranking, which will be decided based on these grades right here. So start off with your equal sign, type in rank, select your value. Now the value would be the grade for each student that will be compared to the rest of our data. So our data would be this entire column right here, comma, and is in ascending order? No, we want it in descending order, so that would be a 0. So if we press enter, there you have it. So this person at the moment is ranked 5 out of all of these students based on this grade. And if we want to know the rank of the rest of our students, so before I drag this formula down, I'll have to make sure that our data doesn't move as well. If I don't put it in absolute reference first, this is what's going to happen. You'll see that our data has moved as well. There you have it. So we don't want that to move whenever we drag our formula down. So what we're going to do is, again, to put this in absolute reference, select that data and press the F4 on your keyboard. There you have it. So the data is fixed. Even if we drag this down like so, the data reference is the same. So let's go ahead and drag that all the way down. And there we have it. Now we know the ranking of each student based on their grades. We have our number 1 ranking student, which has the highest grade of 96, and the lowest one, which is in number 10 with a grade of 77. So that's your second useful function. And finally, for our last useful function that you can use as an educator would be the COUNTIF function. Now this function helps you count, in this example, all the present days for each of these students. So we have Mondays to Fridays, and not all the students have been present on each of those days. So let's go ahead and count them with this function. Start with your equal sign, type in COUNTIF. There we go. We have our range, which is just this one right here. We're trying to count how many times this student has been present for this entire week. So that's going to be our range, comma, and our criterion. So we want it to count all the cells that have this word right here. So right now we have 4. There we go. Press enter, and there you have it. And just to make it clear that there are 4 days that this student has been present, we can also add an ampersand right here that will add the text present. There you have it. Add a space after that quotation mark so that it will look like this. So press enter. Now we have 4 present days for this student in this week. If I double click on this side right here, it will fill out the rest of my data. Now, what if I want to do that with the absence as well? So if we want to count the absences, we can do the same thing. Just copy that formula. There we go. Press it right here. So you will notice that it has moved our range. So if we change that back, there we go. Select the same range, comma. So instead of present this time, we're going to put in absent. Also for our text that will join with our value. There we have it. We have 1 absent. Our preview is right here. Press enter. And there you go. Again, you can double click on that and it will fill in the rest of your data. And there you have it. We have 3 useful functions that you can use as an educator here in Google Sheets. Thank you for watching this quick tutorial. Make sure to subscribe for more helpful videos and I will see you in the next one.